Nah, so last week we left off at the homework ya, and the homework will be discussed later on. But I want first to review apa saja yang sudah kita pelajari last week. So last week we learn about variable juga output. Oke, so um, variable itu adalah penampung atau storage. Oke, storage storage that has dynamic um, um, what you call it, replaceable value. Okay, so the value can be replaced. Okay, so that one is the variable. Okay, variable. Nah, in this code that you see, actually, this is not a pure variable ya. Karena apa? Variabel itu seharusnya nilainya berubah-ubah. The value should change from time to time. Tapi di sini value-nya akan
Evan,
selalu yes. Any
does the
question?
color does the color matter?
The color doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Let me show you how you configure the color from this. You go into this setting. You click the gear. Okay. You click on that. And you choose the editor there. You click on the editor, and then you can adjust the colorization here. Maybe Emmy, Birds of Paradise, or any other option here available.
Okay.
You can choose
I click
any.
the command. So what? Which one I click?
Which one?
Table of contents,
Table of content. No, this
and
one.
then
This one. Okay, sorry, I clear this up first. Ini, just this one click. Nah, this.
okay.
Okay, you got it? Click on that and then you see the tab editor. See my screen, you go to the tab editor and then the theme here, mine is dark. You can choose whichever from the drop down. You can choose the light, dark, or adaptive. Any of it you can choose. Okay. And for me, I choose the dark. And then you can just scroll down more.
Eh?
Oh,
Wait.
sorry, that one is
Eh?
side. Sorry, mistaken. That one is side. Side here, I choose the dark. Okay, this is dark. Okay, and then you can choose the second one. Choose this editor. Okay, and then you can whichever from the drop down lah. But for me, I love the high contrast dark. This is mine. You can also use mine, so we have the same style, look and feel of the editor. Okay. And then going more down a bit, di situ ada show line number. So you can click on the show line numbers. I think that's all for the configuration. Not necessary to configure everything, yeah. So that enough. And then finally you save. See my cursor here, my annotation, and then you can choose save. Hopefully you will have the same style like mine here. Hopefully. Okay. Anyway, if you have the same color, that's very okay. It's not really doesn't matter. Never mind with that. So I continue again that this is the variable, but in here we make this sebagai constant ya. Kenapa? It always got the same the same value when I run this. Name-nya selalu saja Anthony. Oke. Padahal Padahal kalau variabel name itu seharusnya dia berubah, change from time to time. So that's why I continue to the next one here. This is still also this is like a constant lah because we do assignment here. Nilainya selalu fix. Okay, so that's why when we run this, okay, Dia akan selalu hari Minggu saya pakai sepatu warna merah. So that's why hari selalu, Minggu sepatu selalu merah. Okay, but the way we are learning from this style, ya, dari cara ini ke cara berikutnya, the way we are learning, the way we are studying this, itu mengarah kepada nanti variabel. But hold on, kita masuk dulu ke input. So what input here? So you can adjust the code here. Input is value, a value that cap- capture from, let's say the keyboard, yeah. Okay. Sometimes from the keyboard, sometimes from the sensor, or sometimes from another system application. But to make it easy for you to understand, saya bilang saja di sini value-nya capture dari keyboard. You may adjust your code also there. Okay. Still remember, right? You can click on this cell and then edit the remark there. Upon finish editing, kamu bisa klik di sini. Hey, you can click and then the editor of the label here will be released. Alright, so ini yang kamu lihat input capture from the keyboard. So I run this, we're gonna have the in here you will see that there is a box waiting for you to enter the value. It asks us enter your value name. Enter your name. Masukkan namamu. So nama misalkan Anthony. Okay. So this is the input. For me, I type Anthony. Maybe
But what can I do then? What can I do?
which one?
There's nothing for me to do because I don't have that part yet.
No problem. No problem. Just watch the explanation. Okay. After the session, you can follow the recording. This is from the last week. So I just repeat this to make it more deep lah. You understand this deeper. Nah, maybe you can type here Jane. Name is Jane, or maybe you can type here Albert. Whatever the name can be a various name can be typed here. So that's why when you type Albert, okay, when you type here Albert, the say hello here, welcome Albert. So when you type here like Jane, here it should be welcome Jane. So the value will be depend on your input. So that's why this is the input. Nah, remember again, karena saya sudah bilang ada variabel. So actually name ini adalah variabel. This is variable. Why variable? Because when you print name here, the value that it prints will be various value depend on the value that we input. Itulah variabel, nilainya berubah-ubah. Oke, that's it. So sekarang saya lanjutkan lagi yang berikutnya ke bawah ya. Tahan sedikit. Saya ulang supaya engkau mengerti. Alright, so homework. Okay, so let's go to the homework. All together, you can see my demonstration. So we see here that kita inputnya adalah dua nama teman, your friend name ya, friend's name sebagai friend satu and friend dua. And then you do also input. Remember input. Okay, so you have to make input here. Okay, and then enter. Okay, enter friend one name. Can be like this. Yeah. Enter friend one name. All right. So when you run this, yes, of course, there will be input box. Okay. We can enter Anthony or Albert. Nah, but you see here, okay, you can also type while listening to my explanation ya. Boleh ya? Nah, kalau kamu lihat di sini, ketika saya ketik enter, nah sebetulnya memang dia kasih nilainya adalah Albert. Tapi Albert ini siapa penampungnya? Okay, so example like this, we have ball, okay, we have ball here. Nah, and this ball kita isi dia dengan marble misalkan ke dalam. Oke, kelereng ya. Kita masuk dia ke dalam, we put marbles inside the ball. Oke. Nah, so the ball will contain marbles. Tapi di sini ketika kita enter Albert, Albert ini siapa penampungnya? Siapa kontainernya Albert? What is the container to Albert? Nggak ada. Sebab kita belum declare. So that's why in here we have to declare that the friend name can be a friend one, dan di sini pakainya sama dengan, oke? Tapi sama dengan ini bacanya bukan equal ya, tapi bacanya adalah assign or assignment also can. Ya, so friend assignment with the input enter friend name. Okay, so when you execute this, nah, so when you type say Albert here, okay, so actually in the base memory, computer memory, ya we cannot see of course ya karena dia hardware, okay, dia electronic base system. So the memory itu ada value bernama Albert. Dan memori itu namanya diberi saat ini adalah friend. Okay, so I continue this. So that's why that moment, that memory can be recalled. Hey, memory, come here. I want to print you. So that's why we type print here, and then we call the variable we call, not the Albert. Okay, the variable that we call. So let's say again, here you have ball, okay? You have the ball here, and then you have three marbles inside, okay? Three marbles inside. And if you want to bring the marbles to somewhere else, so actually that you pick, that you bring with you adalah ballnya, mangkoknya yang kamu akan bawa, bukan marble-nya. Mangkok itu yang kamu bawa ke mana-mana. Automatically isinya pun akan terikut. So that's why in here, ini ibarat bowl, ini adalah kontainernya. The container that will be called, so finally, when you run this, you're gonna have like enter your name, Albert, and then Albert will be print to us. Okay, I stop until this point. Okay, if you got questions, we can discuss. Okay, so for the second friend, kawan yang kedua, we can follow the pattern. Friend two, assignment input, and then enter friend to name. Okay, like this. So we're gonna have two input. One for the friend one, and the second for the friend two. Okay, this friend one for the friend one, friend two for the friend two. Okay, and then we want to make the output as well. Gimana caranya? Mikhail bisa kasih saya clue apa yang kita ketik di bawah?
Apa? Bentar.
Apa yang kita ketik di bawah sini sekarang? Ini kursor saya.
Print friend 2.
Oh, very good. Print friend 2. That's it. Nah, so when you run this, you can have friend 1 name is Albert and name 2 is Jane. Then finally, you're gonna have print out Albert and Jane. Okay, adjust your code. Okay, so you see here, we also have dua pesan, message. pesan 1, pesan 2, message 1, message 2. So finally nanti kita akan punya output, hello Anthony, kapan kita main roller coaster lagi? Atau kapan kita main bola lagi? Oke, so bagaimana caranya? It- We can make MSG1 here as a message. So you can type input A, enter message for friend. Enter friend one message. And for the second is the message to MSG. Ya, this is the short type ya. Daripada panggil message one mungkin cukup panjang. Sometimes we shorten that. Message one, message two. Ya. Now, di sini harusnya tampilannya kapan kita bermain roller coaster lagi. So, this actually based on the message that we type. Okay, so let's see here. Friend one is Albert. Friend two is Jane. Okay, and then to Albert, we want to give message, Hi Albert, kapan main roller coaster lagi? Okay, when we should lay again. Nah, mungkin seperti ini. Ya, yang kedua, terima kasih untuk hadiah. Oke. Thank you for the gift. Oke. Nah, so we have input the friend and also the message. Okay. However, we don't have as exactly it as us kayak gini. Halo Anthony, halo Albert. Kapan kita main roller coaster? When we should play again? So that's why you have to modify something on this. Okay, so better when print you put F first and then kasih kutip dua seperti itu. Ya, buat pattern dulu seperti ini. And copy this. Okay, see my screen? And then put, and the second one, you can copy this and put the last comment. All right, so start over Albert and Jane. Friend one, when do we play again? Thank you for the gift. Oke, let's see. Ya, ini masih namanya hard coded ya. So I say this as the hard coded. We call this hard coded things. Kenapa hard code? Karena itu saja yang akan ditampilkan. The same message will be displayed. The same, always the same, always the same, always hello Anthony, always hello Jane. Even though your friend is Albert, it always say hello Anthony. Oke, kenapa? Karena dia hardcode. So, to make it dynamic, yang ini kita harus ganti si Anthony ini. Oke, so caranya Anthony-nya kamu hapus. Oke, lihat dulu. After this, I give you 1 minute to adjust the code. So just look at the screen first ya, as the explanation. Antoninya kita hapus dulu, and then kamu gunakan 2 curly bracket. Curly bracket itu kurung kerawal. So dia kira-kira itu place next to the enter button in your keyboard. Oke. Okay? So use the curly bracket, bukan bracket plain biasa ya, tapi yang curly bracket. Oke. Okay? And curly bracket ini you copy lah the variabelnya, you copy, you put it in the bracket. Very good. Also for the second one, rename dulu si Jane ini, semua rename, but delete dulu, lalu put the curly bracket, open and close, and then copy the variable friend to put it just in between the curly bracket. That's it. You may run. Okay. Friend one Albert, Friend 2 is the team. Message is when play. Yeah, I make it short. Thank you. Nah, okay. So this is already adjusted. Yeah. Albert here, we also have Albert. Team, we also have team. Okay. However, this part still hard-coded. Yeah. So this part should be replaced with the message one and message two. Okay. So this is the thing that you want to adjust. Repeat the same way using the curly bracket. Okay. You. So kapan kita, so this one should be replaced by curly bracket. Don't forget to copy message one, put it inside. And this also should be the curly bracket and message two should be inside. Okay. So I will execute this friend name, Alex. Friend two is the Clara. Yeah. So message to Alex. Hi bro, long time no see. Yeah, okay. Udah Clara, okay. Come visit me. Okay, like this. Okay, so the result is hello Alex. Hi bro, long time no see. Hello Clara, come visit me. Okay, this already dynamic. Now I continue with the number 4. You also can adjust the code there. Number 4 is the constant. Okay, so constant is actually a value that has a static value. A value that has static values. A constant is the value that always static. A value that always static. Okay, always static. So that's it. Okay, just your code static. So let me give you the example. So we have the P, yeah. Call it P is the constant for the 3.14. Okay. So when we compute the area of a circle. Okay, we need the constant of the p. So this one is the constant. Okay, and the area of the circle is based on the radius. So we have this is the circle. I'm sorry, I changed the color first. This is the circle. Okay. So imagine you have bicycle dan ini adalah wheel rodanya. Nah, ini adalah jari-jari. Jari-jari itu R. Okay, radius R itu stands for radius. Ya, atau jari-jari. Oke. So if you have the value of the R atau R ini R radius, kamu bisa menghitung areanya atau luas. So, luas lingkaran atau circle area itu adalah P kali R dikali R. P times R times R. Itu adalah rumus matematika untuk luas lingkaran. Korek ya, Christian, betul? Ya sudah, dia sudah tunduk-tunduk. Oh ya, betul, betul. So, kita ini memang agak serempet belajar-belajar yang lain lagi. I'm done. Oh, Jacob masuk ke collab. Yes, oke Jacob. Nanti saya cek hasilnya. So, kita sekarang akan membuat uh, inputnya. Oke, So let's make input. Let's make a process and output. Okay, so remember the three sections that I need you to consistently put. Okay, yeah. So you put input, you put process, you put output. Sophie, kita masukkan dia ke dalam, ya, yang ini masuk ke dalam. Oke. Lalu R ini jari-jari adalah input, enter the radius atau jari-jari. Oke. Lalu buat di sini sebagai float. Dan ada kurungnya lagi di paling kanan. Okay, so now you can run. You will have the enter the radius. Say you have radius is the 50. Okay, and it works. We can continue with the process. Okay. So proses adalah di sini areanya atau A atau A area is the P times R. So kita sudah punya prosesnya. Nilai V-nya di sini sudah dapat, bisa digunakan. Nilai R-nya di sini sudah ada, we can use that. Because of the variable, it is constant and variable already completed, kita bisa pakai dia di sini. So that's why buat rumus seperti ini, write the formula. Okay. Okay, so I have to output here, I remove 1. So we have A here. Then we print with the F like this. Yeah, make first the format. Okay, a circle with radius. Let's say we have radius 5 has area of 100. Okay, this is just all the hard code. Okay. Okay, so you can run, enter the radius, you type it 4, you're gonna have this output. Okay, so this is just to prove that all of the code here is working. Okay, but some parts still hard coded like this. So every time you run, whatever the value here, the display message will stay the same because we need to adjust. Okay, so a circle with radius, so this is 5. This 5 should be variable. So repeated the previous way, ini hapus dulu, you erase this, delete, and then put the bracket, curly bracket. Okay, sebab ini radius, okay, you can copy the variable R from above, you put it here, R. That's it. And then areanya adalah 100, padahal di sini sudah ada area di sini. So this 100, okay, you remove, delete first. I delete, and then change with the curly bracket. Okay, the value in between the curly bracket taken from A here. So A, copy, put it inside. That's it. Okay, I make this, adjust this a bit. Okay, now we can try. Start the project, enter the radius. Let's say you have the 55 centimeter. Yeah, we assume this is in centimeter. The radius is 55. So the circle with radius 55 has area of for 9,000 for something, 400 something. So this is the area value. Ini adalah luasnya. Okay, now number 5. So give has 5. A exercise. Yeah, from the text, exercise. Good. So we go to the exercise 1. Yeah. So you want you go to the groceries. Yeah. And then you buy apple and then mango. Okay. Input, a process, and the output. You go groceries, you buy some fruits. The input, yeah, you declare the price first. Papaya. Papaya, let's say you have price of papaya, yeah, 10,000. Okay, so this is 10,000 in rupiah, yeah. This is not in ringgit, yeah. Maika 10,000 ringgit papaya is so expensive lah. This is in rupiah. Papaya, and then the mango. Okay, mango, let's say 25. Now, the process is how many papaya and how many mango. Okay, so the quantity, the QTY, quantity papaya. Okay, you input lah how many papaya you buy. How many papaya do you want to buy? And the quantity mango, how many mango do you want to buy? Then you run, it's gonna ask you for the input. How many papaya? 5 papaya. How many mango? 3 mango. Okay, it should be like this. So this should be, you have to type INT, open and then close at the end of the comment, at the very right one. Here also you type INT, open bracket, and then close at the very right one. Okay, don't forget to make it INT. This is stands for the integer. Okay, let me show you the previous one. We have the float. Now you have the ENT, integer. Okay, maybe next week we're gonna learn about this deeper. What is float? What is integer? But for the current time, for now, you just use INT, okay? Now I see that you are ready to continue. Okay, let me adjust some of the comment here. This actually not the process. This actually goes to the input. So I put it up there. Okay, so we have that as the input group. Okay, and for the process, so actually how many mango, how many papaya? So how many papaya, take the quantity, put times here, bikin perkalian, harga papaya taruh di situ. Oke, kemudian kasih plus mango, berapa biji mangonya, kali berapa harganya. That's it. Oke, hasilnya tadi katanya si Jacob total. You assign to the total. So total di assign quantity papaya times papaya plus quantity mango times mango. Okay. Okay. And finally, we can print total price of the groceries this way. Okay. So let's check again one by one before running that. We declare the price of papaya and the price of mango. We capture the quantity of papaya and quantity of mango. Yeah, we calculate that papaya and the mango, and then we store into the total. Finally, we display the total price. I think the logic is already there, but maybe mistakenly with the typo, that's very okay, but the logic is already put correctly there. So that's why our time to prove. I run this one. How many papaya? Two papaya. How many mango do you want? Four mango. Okay, so the total is 2 times 10,000, 20,000. Okay, and it should be 20,000, 20.000 ditambah 4 kali 25.000, 100.000. So in total dia adalah 120.000. Okay, perfect. Yeah. By the way, I have some of the typo here. Mango, just one G here ya. Mango. Ya. Okay. Typo, sorry. Papaya. Oke, so jumlahnya 120.000. That's it. Ya. So by doing this, we actually prove that the logic is already there, number one. Number two, we do experiment using the Python code that all of the logic can be transformed or can be produced into a software program. So ini sebetulnya sudah program software, tapi masih dalam skala yang sangat kecil ya. Nah, itu yang bisa saya sampaikan. Nanti saya akan kasih PR buat kalian.